It started with a missed call on a Tuesday. No voicemail, no name, just a local number, and a message that came 10 minutes later. And if you've ever lived in an apartment building, if you've ever had a package go missing, you already know why that message feels normal. Normal enough to answer. Her name was Hannah, 3rd floor, Unit 3C, an old brick walk-up with a secure entry sign that didn't mean much, the kind of building where you hear your neighbor's TVs through the walls and you learn the rhythm of other people's footsteps without ever learning their names. She was carrying groceries when her phone buzzed again. Hannah frowned. She didn't order anything. No tracking email, no "your delivery is arriving" notification, nothing. But she'd had packages get mixed up before. Everyone had. So she typed back, "I didn't order anything." A minute passed. Then, her name on a label. That's the moment your body reacts before your brain does. That tiny drop in your stomach. The quiet question, how did they know? She told herself it was fine. A gift. A mistake. Something her mom sent. Something she forgot she ordered. So she replied, 3C. If it's for me, leave it downstairs. The response came instantly. Can't access. Need buzz. I'm outside. At your door. And right on cue, someone knocked.
Hannah didn't open the door. She didn't say, "Who is it?" She just looked through the peephole. No delivery driver, no box, no shadow. The hallway was empty. Hannah stepped back, and she did what people do when they're trying to calm themselves down. She locked the deadbolt again, even though it was already locked. Then another message. The knocking stopped. No footsteps, no retreat down the stairs. Just silence. The kind of silence that makes you realize you were holding your breath. The next morning, the package was downstairs. Brown cardboard, cheap tape, no logo, a label printed in block letters. She didn't pick it up immediately. She stood over it like it might move. That's when Mrs. Patel from 2B came in behind her with a laundry tote and a smile. "Morning, dear. Oh, good, your package came." Hannah asked if she'd seen anyone deliver it. Mrs. Patel shrugged. "Late last night, a man came in. Dark jacket, didn't look lost, like he knew where he was going." Hannah's fingers went numb, because no one buzzed him in. He just walked in. She brought it upstairs, set it on her kitchen table, stared at it for a full minute before cutting it open. Inside was tissue paper, folded like someone cared. A small keychain, cheap plastic, a grocery store logo, and a single metal key. In the bottom of the box was a receipt, same grocery store, a date from last Thursday, and a timestamp near the bottom. Hannah didn't keep receipts. She never kept them. But she remembered last Thursday at 9:11 because she'd checked the time in line and thought, "I'm going to be late again." And now that number was sitting in her kitchen like a signature. She stared at her phone. Unknown number. She tried calling it, straight to voicemail. No greeting, just the default tone, like the phone didn't belong to anyone.
Days passed. Nothing else happened. No more texts, no knocks. And Hannah started to feel embarrassed, like she'd made a big deal out of nothing, until Friday night. She came home and found her door unlocked. Not open, just unlocked. She tried to tell herself she forgot, but her body didn't believe it. She pushed the door open slowly. Her apartment looked normal. Same couch, same plant, same stack of mail. Except the chair at her kitchen table was pulled out slightly. Hannah always shoved it in, always. And on the table sat a tiny paper cup, clean, empty, placed neatly in the center like a calling card. Her phone buzzed. A second message came right after. No broken window, no missing valuables, no chaos, just the worst message someone can leave you. I was here, and I didn't have to rush. Hannah didn't sleep. She sat on the couch with the lights on, phone in her hand, front door in her line of sight. At 2:07 a.m., she heard footsteps in the hallway outside, soft, controlled, then a pause, and a sound that made her stomach drop, a key entering a lock across the hall. Not her door, Mrs. Delgado's. Hannah pressed her eye to the peephole. Across the hall, Mrs. Delgado's door was cracked open, just an inch. A shadow shifted in the gap. Then a face appeared, a man, half lit by the hallway bulb, hard to read, hard to trust. And he looked directly at the peephole, not wandering eyes, not searching, directly, like he knew exactly where Hannah was standing. Hannah couldn't move. The man took one step back from Mrs. Delgado's door, calm as if he was leaving a friend's apartment. Then he turned his head slightly toward Hannah's door, as if he could sense her breath. And he walked away down the hall into the stairwell, unhurried, unbothered, because he didn't need to run.
Hannah went back to her kitchen and opened the junk drawer where she'd shoved the box. The key sat inside like it was waiting. A key is just metal. A key is just an object. But the way it arrived, the receipt, the timing, it wasn't about the key. It was about proof. Proof that someone could reach her life. Proof that her home could be entered like it was a suggestion. Her phone buzzed one last time, and that sentence, whether it was true or not, was designed to do one thing: make her doubt her own memory, make her wonder if she missed something, make her look backward while someone else moved forward. She turned on the disposal. The machine screamed and rattled. It didn't erase what happened. It didn't restore her sense of safety, but it changed the key into something that couldn't open a door anymore, just ruined metal. Water ran over her hands. Her apartment stayed bright and silent. A gentle knock, 3 taps, polite, waiting. A voice on the other side, quiet, friendly, like someone trying not to wake the neighbors. "Hannah, it's me. I think you dropped something." She didn't answer. She didn't move. Because the scariest thing that can happen in real life isn't always a monster. Sometimes it's a person. And a person can learn your name, your habits, your building, your schedule, without you noticing, until they decide you should. This story is fictional, but the fear is real, because the situation is plausible. If you ever get messages like this in real life, trust your instincts. Don't open the door for unknown contacts. Document what happens, and contact building management and local authorities if you feel unsafe.
If you made it this far, comment courtesy and remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.